Welcome everybody to another YouTube exclusive Voice of Nick show. We're going to be playing more of Ken Follett's The Pillars of the Earth. And we paid the bridge man, or we avoided paying the bridge man, I guess. Let's see what... I'm imagining the hut is the way we're supposed to go. So let's see what else. Let's go to the hut. Toll hut. Usually Brother Paul sits here. Where is Paul? Oh, so I can't actually go in the hut.
I wonder where Paul is.
She's getting old. Was in St. John even before me. Hopefully many travels together ahead of us. Damn, we got a lot of roads here that we can go on. Hole in the ice. Reminder not to stray from the right path. Bad feeling about this. I pray it was an animal. Priory takes fish from the river. River moves Priory's mills, and river carries away Priory's waste. Bridge in bad shape. Neglect soon beyond repair. Oh damn, there's too many places to go. What am I supposed to... They let the old mill fall apart. Now they pay for using the one in the next village.
Why is this locked? The Lord has given them plenty, and they let it go to waste.
Path to the cloister, path to the village. Let's try the cloister here. Ooh.
When he opened the sixth seal, I looked, and behold, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black.
Door to the front of the cathedral. And to Milius's and Cuthbert's kitchen. Damn, there's too many places to go. Winter has taken its toll. Planting a seed is like training a novice. Great things will come of it. The problem is I don't want to accidentally go to the correct location. Find Prior James. I'm assuming he's in the cathedral, but maybe that's too obvious. Side entrance to the cathedral. I prefer this one to the front gate. It's more humble. Damn
Thou
it.
shalt not be afraid of the terror by night, nor of the pestilence that walketh in darkness. The pestilence that rode in on the lightning that struck our cathedral 4 years ago. Did you not all feel its presence here ever since? James did, and I did as well. But the Lord says, because he hath set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. Our beloved Prior James has served the Lord all his life. He shall be delivered from the darkness, from this dark earth.
Prior James?
Philip.
Francis?
For many years, James has been our prior. After the upcoming election, I vow to lead Kingsbridge Priory with the same steady hand. Amen.
Philip.
We told your brother you'd come to Kingsbridge New Year's Day.
I did not expect to see you here.
I was on my way back to Gloucester and wanted to see you.
A priest working in the world of politics. You must tell us about it, Francis.
Of course.
And his brother a prior of what now? 2 years?
It's been 4 years, Cuthbert.
I see. How are things in St. John in the Forest, Philip?
Our little cell is happy and healthy.
Happy and healthy. Thanks to your brother, Francis, St. John in the Forest is prospering. His novices are obedient, his monks humble and pious. Well, our own priory is in such a sorry state.
You know James did the best he could. It was not his fault. Also, they make a remarkable cheese in St. John's. Come by the kitchen later to see us, will you?
Brother Cuthbert seemed upset.
Well, we all are. The way James died was disturbing.
Ask about devil.
Is that why the novices talk about the devil?
Prior James began mentioning him first. 7 days ago, Brother Remigius found James's room empty. We all looked for him for hours. Then we found his footprints by the bridge and a hole in the ice.
Oh no.
No.
In the small hours of Christmas Day, he must have walked out on the river. We didn't even find his body. The river took him, and the cold.
I will pray for James. See me when you have time, Philip. I will be in the cathedral.
And I should go and see how Brother Cuthbert is doing. It's good to see you, Philip. Maybe things will get better after the chapter elects the new prior.
Hopefully. I will come by the kitchen later, Milius.
What is Francis doing here? And where is he?
So what do you think it means?
I don't know. There is no reason to punish us for asking.
Okay, so we're not screwing ourselves by having found this guy early. It's sort of an open section now.
Taking a beating now once a week.
Remember when I was that young?
I saw him crying.
It's full of questions. But this is a place for quiet contemplation.
You look like you want to ask me something.
You are Philip of Gwynedd?
Yes, but you can call me Brother Philip.
You see? Told you he wouldn't mind.
Yes. Now ask him.
How about you ask him?
I already asked Brother Andrew.
That doesn't count. He wouldn't answer.
If you promise to lower your voices from now on.
Oh, of course.
We promise.
Brother Milius told us you know the scripture very well. Could you tell us about God's temple?
Brother Andrew wouldn't tell us.
Must be a place. A cathedral.
That's probably what the guest master was talking about.
If you do something to a cathedral, it would be a sin.
Yes.
Andrew wouldn't tell you why.
He got very angry with us.
We had to say the Lord's Prayer 150 times.
Whoa.
Each of us is God's temple, for he created us.
The guest master said Prior James destroyed God's temple.
And that he'll go to hell.
Oh.
Prior James did not commit suicide.
But no one saw him that night. No one knows.
God knows. God knows what sent him running out onto the ice.
They say the devil was chasing him.
Don't say his name.
I have seen brave men run, for many reasons. Never have I seen the devil. So we should not make room for him, neither here nor in our hearts. All right?
Yes, Brother Philip.
Thank you, Brother Philip.
I think it's really cool that when you're in these timed conversation modes, if you wait, they'll keep talking to each other, which basically makes it so that it's not like one of those awkward things.
So,
like in Mass Effect, a lot of
God's
times,
temple?
you'll be having a conversation and like
All of
your
us.
guy's just standing there staring,
Because
which doesn't really make sense within the context of like
Because God created us in his image.
actually having a conversation.
That's why we can all pray to him.
What is this in the
we
background?
don't need to go to church.
Oh, that's the
for
garden.
that.
No, we are the temple.
But why a church then?
Have you seen my brother, Francis?
The priest working for Robert of Gloucester. He's your brother. Your family.
Yes, he is.
Oh, he went into the cathedral, I believe.
He did. I saw him.
Thank you. You are very helpful.
Why cathedrals? Why do we
So we'll skip the
What we
cathedral
have
for
to ask
now.
ourselves is, can our Saint Adolphus still protect Kingsbridge in these dark times?
He couldn't protect Prior James. Ever since that lightning struck the cathedral, he wasn't the same.
When you take over my position as sacrist, you should implore the bishop to send us a new relic. By then I'll be sub-prior. The new prior and I will support you in this.
I don't really know what the thing is that he's talking about.
A new relic might also attract more pilgrims.
Philip of Gwynedd, I wanted to talk to you. How dare you disturb Brother Remigius' requiem?
I'm afraid the choir is waiting for me.
Stay, brother. There's no reason you shouldn't hear what Philip has to say for himself.
I beg your forgiveness. I was overwhelmed when I heard Prior James passed.
You should know better. Now, I'm sure at St. John's you're a good prior, but here we adhere to the rules.
You mentioned a new prior.
The election will be held in a few days, when we all convene for the chapter meeting.
Let us continue this conversation later.
Of course. There's a lot of planning for me to do for the upcoming election.
Oh, so I just
Isn't
walk
it
out of the
almost
room.
arrogant to try and build a greater temple?
Don't say that.
Why not?
We wouldn't be here if it weren't for the cathedral. It feeds us.
Oh, look at these little guys. The novice I met at the bridge. Both should be working, or studying the Bible. Oh, here's path around the cathedral, house of the prior. What's this guy? Another grave. Another soul lying in wait. Probably dug the grave for James. But James's grave is empty. How many empty graves are there? This is how you play an adventure game: is you swipe your mouse around the screen. So many buried here, awaiting judgment day. How many are without sin? Will I be without sin when my time comes?
Brother Ronaldus, how are you?
Huh? What?
How are you? Are you well?
Oh, Brother Philip. Yes, I am well. It's just that the dead won't stay in the ground.
What?
The dead. It's probably those badgers always digging up the graves.
Damn, that's pretty spooky. Is there a horror element going on in this game? We're getting some horror vibes in here.
Rotten badgers. We used to eat them. Now, they're eating us.
My father gave the Priory a good deal of land to keep me fed. I won't eat salted fish all day.
Me neither.
Shall we go into the cellar again tonight?
Yes, Brother Marcus. You still have old Cuthbert's keys?
Indeed I do. I hid them right in the church. Stuffed them in the large crack in the wall.
I could do some crack stuffing myself.
I bet you could.
One of the novices said he hid Cuthbert's keys in a crack in the cathedral. So can I talk to them about it?
No, they said they hid the key in some crack in the church.
So maybe I can use that when I'm in the church.
We should go to shiring sometime. Heard they have a big-titted harlot there. One that would even do you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, I like that it's marks it as like, okay, there's no more options there. So it won't just repeat the same line. That was one of the things in Sam & Max that would get a little grating, is like, if you ran out of lines, like in most games they do this, where like if you run out of dialogue lines, they just start repeating the same ones. Prior James's house. In St. John, I sleep in the dormitory. Does the prior really need his own house?
I asked not to be disturbed.
Brother Remigius, I'm sorry I interrupted your service.
You mean Prior James's service?
Quite so. I heard he fell through the ice. Horrible.
Yes. I was the one who found his rosary by the river. Now let me continue my work.
Oh, report the key thief. I'm not going to do that. At least not yet.
Why would Prior James walk out onto the river at night?
He was chased.
Chased? By whom?
The accuser.
But why would the devil be chasing him?
Better to not get involved in all this. Hmm? Don't you have your own priory cell to run?
You really believe the devil killed the prior?
Some of the brothers do, and I respect their beliefs. We may never know what happened, and that's that. Now let me get back to my work.
So we're not going to report this guy. At least not until I steal the key for myself.
This priory is so much bigger than our small cell in the forest.
Map of Kingsbridge Priory, 1136. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is very useful for us. This is where we started out, at the the bridge. And there's the toll hut. And then we sort of took this path here. Past the mill, yeah. Oh, I wonder if these are actually our footprints. Or maybe this is just saying the path that you can take. We went here to the cemetery. No, I think this is saying where we actually were. We went to this thing, around. The stables is where we are now. Okay, so this isn't where we've been. This is where we can go, I guess. Wow. A lot of stuff going on here. Cool. Horrible odor. Should be cleaned. Priory full of neglect. Damn, ladies and gents. I am quite excited to check out the rest of this. We got a big ol' area here, and I love the tone of this world. We're meeting all new characters as well. Guys, that's going to do it for this episode of Pillars of the Earth. Make sure you are subscribed on this YouTube channel if you want to see more. You can see these coming out every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, 4 times a week. If you want to see more of me, you can also go to twitch.tv/thevoiceofnick, where you'll see me doing 3 live streams every single day, 7 days a week. Guys, I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.